Last season we tested the RMK 174 3-inch and it truly was the Rocky Mountain king. We shot it out against the 174 Summit XM and it took the win. But for 2018, is the 174 RMK still the king of the long track, deep lug mountain sleds? For 2018, not a lot has changed with the 174. In fact, it's pretty much just graphics and coloration. But the coloration of this sled sure will turn a lot of heads. The orange and black is really nice. Polaris has stepped out into a leading position when it comes to paint and graphics, and this sled I'm testing today is a SnowTrax Select version with the 3-inch track. It features orange panels, orange tunnel, and black rails and spindles, and may quite possibly be my favorite coloration of all time when it comes to Polaris snowmobiles. It's not a good-looking sled, it is a great-looking sled. With the 174, it's more than just track length and lug depth. It's about being able to take this snowmobile higher and farther with more confidence, and that's precisely what you can do. Polaris's RMKs are like precision instruments in the hands of snow surgeons. When you get behind the bars of an RMK, you're going to feel how good it fits your standing position. You'll notice the powder track running boards and the immense space to move your feet along with the minimal amount of aluminum and maximum clear-out area. This is a climber's sled. It's built to go where others won't and get there easier. It's an RMK, and that means so much more than just being a Polaris. Under the hood, the 800HL motor is still a force to be reckoned with. No matter the CC advantages of its competitors, there is still a lot of technology under this hood. With over 100,000 testing miles on this motor design, the power plant is proven. It's been propelling RMKs, rushes, and switchbacks for years, and truly delivers impressive lift. Much of this can be directly linked to the 2.5-pound reduced crankshaft that results in 25% less inertia over the previous 800. Add to this 3-stage electronic exhaust valves that react instantly, along with grooved pistons that help to pull that oil up from the electronic oil pump, and you've got power, response, and durability. Sure, it's got V-force reeds and a high-flow intake and exhaust, but what about the actual potential of this sled? I mean, how does it actually handle the steep and the deep? With complete and total reckless abandon, the 174-inch Series 7 3.0 track is an absolute beast in a single-ply design with center relief cutouts to help reduce weight overall. Now, the 3.0 is a big lug to be toting on the hill, but truth is, it's still very solid in low snow conditions and will continue to propel you no matter what it's able to grab. One of my favorite parts about the RMKs is the ability to stick them to a side of a hill. This is due to both the RMK DNA as well as the Axis chassis, and other things that help are the rear suspension, and quite possibly something you might not always think about. The yoga pants type bodywork. I mean, yes, it's a great looking sled with a very stylized design, but more than just the style, the bumps, angles, and incredibly tight to the chassis and motor panels are not just for looks. They keep the RMK from paneling out, while also helping it to stick to the line you've set it on and continue to propel itself forwards and up, and quite surprisingly, also keeps the rear end from trenching and dropping out. A common problem when you choose to go from a side hill straight line to an increasing uphill cut. Along with the body panels, the riding position of the Axis has a lot to do with how well it responds to your riding input. The seated and standing position are exceptional, but when you're standing wrong foot forward, holding a side hill that's make it or break it, the feel of the Pro-Taper bars in your hands and the open space to get your feet where they need to truly be makes this sled an incredible mountain climber. There's been a lot of time and testing put into the ergonomics of this sled and how it responds to your riding position when it's on its side. While it may take slightly more effort to get planted on a side hill than its competition, once it's set, it's there to stay, and you can make minor adjustments with nothing more than a re-anchor of your foot and a shift of your body weight. Along with impressive responsiveness, the 74 RMK has some impressive features that truly set it apart and in many ways raise the bar from its competition. LED headlights that are the brightest in the industry, LED taillight, Pro-Taper bars, the option of the Polaris interactive gauge with GPS, forged A-arms, and what may be one of the most valuable included suspension features, Walker Evans compression adjustable piggyback shocks on the rear arm as well as the front end. The ability to change your compression and suspension responsiveness is a very important feature Polaris continues to keep. Even though it adds minimal weight, I think it's the absolute right choice, and it adds real-world value to this already incredible sled. With the long track 174-inch landscape changing quite a bit this season, there's no doubt quite a few wondering whether the RMK is still king of the castle.
If you enjoyed the video that you just saw, like it and then subscribe to our page for more great content from SnowTrax TV.